At the outset, let me profoundly thank Vikram Sarabhai, who initiated the space research in India and who is regarded as the father of Indian space program. Sarabhai was born on 12th August 1919 and left for heavenly abode on 30th December 1971. Other pioneers in space research include Professor Satish Dhawan, Professor U.R. Rao, Professor Dr. Yashpal, Professor Dr. Kasturagan and other scientists. Few scientists have assembled here for today's get-together in celebrating SITE's Golden Jubilee in the august presence of Padma Shri A.S. Kiran Kumarji, Dr. B.S. Rao, Sri S.R. Thakur, Sri A.K.S. Gopalan, Sri M.S. Kodikal, Sri Binod Agarwal, Sri P.L. Kumar, Sri R.S. Babuji, Sri M. Buchiraju, Sri A.B. Chatterjee, Sri C.L. Roy, Sri S.K. Singh, Sri A.B. Subramaniam, Sri S.T. Bhatia, Sri D.B. Pagida, Sri R.L. Nicholson, Sri Howard Galloway, Sri Jack Miller and John Chetwood and many people who have not been mentioned here are also there. Let us stand for 1 minute, observe a mark of silence for the
moments during the site project. So one by one, all of us, let us talk. Putting it in front of this august audience should be recorded and should be available. So we will start with our senior most person, Mr. Ramaiah.
We present to celebrate Golden Jubilee of satellite installation, and we are actually pioneers to bring the satellite applications and technology into India, because 50 years back whatever activity we started, it is a foundation and which has now grown into made our country to be among the very few in the world to achieve such a successful satellite technology capabilities and its applications. I'm very pleased to meet and spend time with all the colleagues who have been initially working on this site.
Moment at this point of time. Just after finishing my post-graduation at IIT Madras, I directly came to ESD, joined ESD, and at that point I was actually specialized in communication systems and radar. When I came here, Gopalan and others right at that point came to know that it is about television. So it was a sort of a surprising moment for me. Do I fit in? But I was put in the system group, and Swaminathan was the leader of that. He was abroad at that point. Actually, Mr. Aurora was taking care of the group, the system group. I was part of the system group. So being very experienced in communications and radar, I tried to develop an antenna for this site. And in fact, at that point of time, there was no clear group marked. So everybody was trying to do something which is useful for site. In fact, antenna was designed by MID, by ESCAS, by ISAC. All the groups were parallelly trying to develop a subsystem. The only thing which was not duplicated was the RF, the front end, the head end and the tail end part. That was uniquely designed by ESD, and the television also, development was going on at ESD, and finally, of course, we took a design of ECIL and then went for that. The antenna part finally, whatever was developed at Discuss, that was taken as the basis and was used for the fabrication. So there was a fabrication monitoring team made by Petraya, myself, Parthasarathi and G.N. Sharma, and we all went as a team to Hyderabad. We were there for nearly 1 year, maintaining and monitoring the production of the total subsistence and also acceptance and dispatch to the villages. And having contributed there, I also went to two clusters, the Andhra Pradesh and the Karnataka cluster, where we monitored the actual deployment part. The problems that may come, in fact at that time, the monsoon time, the winds were so much. We were, that was not envisaged at the design time of the antenna. Because chicken mesh antenna by design, it's a very light antenna and with large area. So it had a lot of wind pressure on it. So we had to specially make other ropes and ties to make it stand that weather. And it was a nice experience to go through all that. And a surprise moment was just before the start of the actual site, the one test transmission was done. At that point, the polarization of the antenna, the signal, we had taken as RCP, but the helix was made as right-handed helix.
Left-handed.
And then it was reversed to left hand because we found that the signal was very low, and we found that the reason is because of the reflection from the dish makes it reverse the polarization at the field. So that was learnt as an experience of the initial trial. And then it was all corrected, and finally we had a successful thing. And another happy thing that I can relate to, I became part of the team. In fact, I led the team and so many other that became a real big program. So in fact, right from the day one, we have been involved in this site as a project. And I remember Emin Rao and Mabji and all, but the head end part of it, they were working on it, and Ramya and the training part of the electronics and receiver for the Metraya. And antenna, of course, as I mentioned, several groups are developing. So it was a very nice experience, and working, at the time we were all bachelors, working totally for the job, otherwise go to PRL for lunch and dinner. So otherwise our total thought was on
24/7.
site.
You were all bachelors at that time.
I joined ESD. I'm the first person to join ESD, Electronic System Design, February 4th of 1970. Afterwards, Mr. Veeru Gupta joined. See, we came from the tube version of the television to the solid state at that time. So we started developing the solid state television sets for the site project. And that has continued for almost 2 years, I think, 2 or 3 years. By the time again it has gone to the ECL for the production. Whatever we have developed, it has not taken because the ECL has more advantages. Then I was transferred to ECL for setting up these television sets quality check. It was a very interesting thing there also. See, Kalesab was there. Kalesab said that you make a specification of it and you go to that one. So once the first time I took it the ECL set, and I told I want them to go for bulk test because Kalesab has said that our roads are, even Bangalore you are all facing it, so you know how it is. So I put it with the package, with whatever their packages. I put it on that bulk test, and everything, when we opened it, everything was out. Then they started making rectifying, putting good screws, neoprene screws, etc., and rectified. And after that, when I came back, I was transferred to studio. But in the meantime, once or twice or something, there are some glitches in the TV sets which I have to go there. I usually visit Andhra Pradesh first. So it was a very interesting this one. Once I think Mr. Vedakantan, myself and Jagga Rao or somebody, we went to put the TV sets in one of the villages, and it was And that particular season, it was horrible rain. So much rain, they were not able to deploy the TV sets on time also. And it was almost coming into the starting of this television experiments. We went and the truck, the jeep was stuck in the mud.
Exciting. I just had that in my mind. Just wanted to interrupt you. To reach the village, it was a challenge.
It was a very
Our
challenge.
jeep tires used to get bogged down in this sludgy mud.
Mud, complete. And myself, Nilkantan, Jagarao, and one more person was there, I don't know. Prabhakar was the driver. So it was a four-wheel driver. Especially it was in put it there. And we took from the highway to the village, we took almost 2 hours. I've forgotten. Nalagonda heights, everything was muddy. And then there's Patel who was going there on that road. He said in, I think, I don't know in Telugu, but the meaning is you cannot drive this one, you cannot take it out now. Rasu means, I think it is bull. You bring 2 bulls from somebody he said. And that 2 bulls came and easily pushed it. So easily we were surprised that even the
horse power, it's bull power.
yes, definitely. And then I think it was somewhere about 8:30. Just Andhra program has to be started. We go and kept it, and we should appreciate the deployment team who have put the antennas so accurate. Just we connected the TV and then Andhra program, Telugu program started. So the villagers are so happy, their faces are so happy. We are satisfied that after coming all the trekking with that mud roads for 2 hours, we are able to see something very good.
The villagers' happiness is our happiness.
Villagers, yes. And then afterwards, we wanted to come back. Then that Patel said, he sent somebody and told you leave these people to main road. It took only half an hour. We don't know the road. That too, 9:30, there is no light, nothing. How he guided, I don't know. See, they have got their own vision. Night vision. Local people. He is one of these ones. The other one is another place we went, and there the whole TV set inside power board was completely burnt out, everything. And we opened and saw. Then you see, the villagers, we think that they are all dumb, they don't know anything, but here they are very smart people. One of the chap, you see, he might have seen all this, the fuse is blowing because of the power substation. He has put a big, thick copper rod for that instead of fuse. The whole power supply was put. Then I told Khaled sir, this is the thing which is happening. Then he said, next time onwards, when the deployment team went there, they have put the ceiling of the back so that only the concerned people has to this one, open it and see that one. This is all after the site program. I went to inside, that is a different story. But I had a very good memory of all these things, and always remember our people, villagers are even more intelligent than ours. That's what I saw in this one papers. Thank you. It's all my
capture all the
Close family friend, college mate, and also the A.K. Gopal for bringing me into sight. We were lecturers for we were same 1962 BSc batch people. 64 he did Annamala University, joined Pilani. 65 I did DMIT in joined Pilani. And I was his neighbor. From that day onwards, we were together and we are 4 family members. I miss him very badly. Most of the time, he went to ESD in September 1970. Yes, 1970. I went in May 71. Therefore, he preceded, and therefore, because of that, I could get and other things. Only in marriage, I married early, he married late. Of course, that was the thing. And he has been so kind to me. He took me and guided me properly and other things. I was putting the systems group, development of antenna, and this is kind of, in fact, this Rao, myself and Ramaya wrote a paper also, and then got an award also from the Asian Broadcasting Union award. $250, so they all took $83 from that. Now, they sent me for training for the health station management, and that was in October 72. You know, when the things came, opportunity came, I utilized that opportunity to see places on the way also. I don't know how BS Rao permitted this schedule. I went from Cairo, Rome, Paris, London. I just went to go to USA. And when I went there, 9th October, USA is a Lincoln's holiday because the second Monday of October is a Lincoln's holiday. Narayanan took me up and all the things. You know, the training was good, but you know, the station was not given to us and other things. That it was a different story. But we had a nice time. And we, when 3 years afterwards, we were all moved to remote sensing area after when the site, initial setting up was only deployment operation maintenance was remaining. That time also I followed Gopalan. We were not together. And my experience has been a mentor and everything. All our friends have kept me in the right spot and helped me to grow. I took, being a teacher to start the profession, I took voluntary retirement to return to teaching. You know, that was also good and I had a good idea. On the whole, I have been blessed with a circle of friends who have not changed in my habits. I am continuing to be as a small boy, but you got 81. So that way it is no habit change from the beginning of the childhood habit. That is still there. Thank you all and I wish that
Swami, it was too brief. Just like our Ramaya's speech, yours were also very brief. You are veterans, I thought you will be talking much more. Boring.
That is too technical.
Doesn't matter, we would have enjoyed it. What are your challenges? How did you overcome? Like Vetraya said, how he activated the TV in a remote village.
In the field, they are not affected. Those who are have day in and day out, they have to see more in this.
Okay. Well, and okay, no more insisting. Mr. Sharma ji.
Friends, so I joined ESD 24 August 1970. So from that time, I've been working there for almost 11 years in Space Application Center. So when I joined, so what happened was that so we were all, about 25 to 30 candidates for that interview. At that time, Dr. B.S. Rao, Professor Chitnis, and some more Visharati. Kale was not.
No, Kale was there.
Kale was not there.
S.R. Thakur, Vikram Rao, S.R. Thakur.
At that time, there was an interview and we had to write a written test. So we wrote a written test.
I also.
Okay. Then, so somehow 5 names were there on the board. Myself, M.N. Rao, Panikkar, and Buchiraju, and one more person from North. So I don't remember right now. 5 were there. So by evening, Pagadar said, okay, we will give you appointment letter by the evening. So you can join tomorrow. Then how to buy? I have come all the way from Vijayawada and Madras and all that. So we had to go and tell them at least our family and then we will join. He said we took one week time. Then he said before that, see, before you get the appointment letter, you have to go to the doctor, PRL doctor, and get tested. So he tested 3 persons. He looked at me and he said, there is something wrong. Then you have got a lot of blood pressure, so no, you are rejected. Then I said, I thought, okay, rejected, so I can go home. But I came back, I talked to Pageda, and Dr. B.S. Rao came out. And he said, Trevi, what blood pressure? You don't have blood itself, then how blood pressure will be there? Let us see. Let us go and get it tested by somebody else. Then I went to city. That night I had to stay back. So then I went to city and got it tested. And he said there is nothing wrong because you are in a tension, so your blood pressure was high. So you can go tomorrow and I will give you a clean sheet. Well, then tomorrow morning I have gone to the thing and collected the letter and I went the next day to home. So that was an instant. So later on, as soon as we joined, Dr. B.S. Rao was our director. He said, now you people have to do the work like this. So M.N. Rao, TV receivers. And then yourself, limited rebroadcast systems, LRP, LPT systems. So then he said, so because why he is doing this? Because my apprenticeship was there in Madras for 3 months, AIR station. That's why he has given me the transmitter system. Well, so then front end, then Ramaya will join and other people will join, so they will take care of those things. And they will take care of the whole group also. Then I said, okay, now what is to be done? So now we don't know anything about, what is the transmitter. Transmitter we know, but we know theoretically. We don't have any knowledge on the practical side. So we started collecting some circuits and all that. So I built the first circuit, which is supposed to be amplifier, because amplifier is the more important part in transmitter. I thought we will make transmitters, the amplifiers, power amplifiers. We made one amplifier. So it started oscillating. So then I said, whom to ask? V.D. Gupta was there at the time. So then whom to ask? I asked all the people. I asked Panikar also. अरे यार तो कुछ तो काम कर रहा है ना, so why are you worried? He said like that. Then so like that our journey started. So we don't have proper sheets, PCB sheets for making a power amplifier. So those what was those sheets? Phenolic sheets were there. So they were not working. Ramaya joined after that. So after 1 year or so, he came once and then went abroad, something like that. Yeah.
I joined in August.
August
70 before you.
Yeah.
And I was deputed for the FBC.
Yeah, FBC. So he was in the lab itself. We used to transmit one place, only pattern generator signal from one place to 71, I think, if I remember well. One place to other place we used to transmit. So other receiver will be there in the other side of the other room, and we are here. We used to transmit the signal. So then meanwhile, what happened? So this he said, okay, something is working. So pattern at least being displayed in wireless, you can see on the TV. So then that was the starting point. Then what happened at that time? Dr. B.S. Rao has got some contacts with Gujarat cricket board. Then he said they are in trouble to make the CCTV in Ahmedabad. CCTV around the stadium only they can make. CCTV will have 4-5 sets and all that. And what is happening? They are not working there. So that day. So why they are not working? Because the cables they run all the way, power cable and signal cable. So they are not able to take, and TV is not at all syncing with all those things. It is oscillating and all that. Then they came to our place, Dr. B.S. Then he said, can you give me some idea? Then he asked me, so okay, we can do this much up to that part. So we can't do the whole broadcasting, but we can do it from here to that gate, whatever is there. You can put that there. You can put a plug there itself so that it will pick up the signal and then you can show. But you have to bring your canals. So like that we made some arrangement. So that day we went and night itself in Dr. P.S. Rao's car, we took my dabba and then we went there and put it. Somehow we made it work. See, you will not have confidence. No? So like that we are done. And then test mentioned that there's the story. Somebody come. So that everybody will tell you. So after 5 years, after that time, our site started. We did not get permissions for the broadcasting because Doordarshan was the main broadcaster. Well, so we made all five of them, and we distributed. One we said, we will have in Shar because the Shar was there, our own this thing. So we will put our transmitter there. So we have put our transmitter and DLS system, Gopal and ourselves there, and we start, and it covers the island, Shar Island, at that time, 50 years back. So then afterwards, so can I take 5 more minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Please go ahead.
Please go ahead.
So afterwards, after site, so we have put one PG transmitter. PG was a Gujarat Communications, PCL Baroda. So there we got so we were a company, as a corporate. So we wanted to make something. So the government of India, Parasati was there in DOE. Then he said, we can't make it. And they went for a technology transfer to our Space Application Center. So Panikkar was the person who does the technology transfer. So then he said, Sharma is there, what technology transfer is required? So you depend on him. So he wrote transfer the technology also. So then at that time, 84, we got the opportunity again to put the transmitters in all over India. So that is what I wanted to make. So this technology what we developed in 50 years back was useful from 84 onwards. So 84 onwards we have put, even Bell also came into picture at that time. We have put hundreds, if I remember, about 2000 LPTs we have put all over the country. So that was number one success. And we were the fastest developing country, area-wise, broadcasting. We were the fastest developing country throughout the world. So within a short time, we could cover the entire India. So that was our transmitters. So I had a connection with ISRO as well as Doordarshan for propagating this product into the public domain. Similarly, I will tell you one more thing. We talk about DCP. DCP is a data collection platform.